These right here are the Tenba Roadie V2 spinners, and we have the 22 as well as the 21 air case. And pretty much the only big difference between the two of them, they're pretty much identical, is except for that this one has a 6th wall, which supports up to 500 pounds, which is going to be perfect if you want to check that into your airplane. I've been using these cases for about a month now, and I will have to say that they are definitely the toughest and most rugged 4-wheel spinner camera cases that I have ever used. In this honest review video, I'll show you what I can pack into each one of these cases, and I'll show you all of the features, and hopefully by the end of this video, it'll help you decide whether these are going to be right for you. Now, full disclosure, Tenba did send both of these cases for my honest YouTube review. They do not get to preview this video before it gets published. I'm not getting paid by them, but I do get to keep them. So first, a few basic pieces of information. This one retails for about $500 US, and the air case over there retails for about $550 US. They're both made out of a 1680D ballistic nylon, and they meet most carry-on regulations. One thing I really love about the 4-wheelers is that I can actually roll 2 suitcases with one hand and it frees up my other hand. All right, so we're at Air Canada right now, and this is the Roadie V2 22, and we're gonna see if it fits into the standard article size. So this is the slightly bigger one than compared to the Air. Oh. So it looks like, so as you can tell right now, the wheels are pretty much touching against the edge right now. This is definitely not going to kind of fit in. It's just a little bit too tall for it. And this, I have the straps in this front compartment, but this will squish down. So this will definitely fit into a standard thing, just barely. So next up, we're going to try doing this air case. This air case is a little bit shorter. However, I feel like it's a little bit thicker though. But let's give it a go here. Ugh. Oh, dang, yeah. This doesn't really fit. The air case is just about 1 inch lower than the non-air case. However, if you look at it from the top down, it is definitely a little bit thicker compared to that one. So this one will definitely kind of slide in a little bit more. So anyways, yeah, that's essentially probably the only negative thing I will have to say about these cases right here is that it doesn't really 100% fit into the carry-on thing. But from my experience, it just depends on who you have as an agent, because most of the times no one has said anything. I've brought on suitcases or carry-on luggage that has been definitely larger than what the standard is supposed to be, and I've had no issues. Okay, so first I'm gonna start talking about the air case right here. You'll notice that it is the air case because it does have a blue badge. The non-air one has a black badge. But yeah, we'll do a quick little 360 right here. You got some side grab handles. You do have a lock right here so you can lock up your zipper. And up top right here, you also have a cable lock. And that's gonna be great if you wanted to secure this to a post or something like that so no one actually steals the entire thing. You have a nice little thick, beefy padding right here. And then looking at the the luggage handles, you got this kind of 3-stage movement, which is kind of nice. You do have kind of little anchor loops right here for you to hook things. You have a small little stash zippered pocket, and then there's also a little hanger hook right here. So if you did have a bag or anything that you can totally actually hook on an external bag, like your backpack or anything just like that. And then the top grab handle is also very, very nice, thick and beefy and nice and padded. And then also looking onto the top right here, there's actually attachments points. So you can actually attach backpack straps to this. So they would kind of loop through here, and then they would also hook onto these bottom D-ring little anchors on either side. When we are looking at this one side, this is a huge water bottle pouch, or you can put a tripod, or you can kind of put a light stand. But I really like how wide and big it is, so you can definitely put something nice and big in there. And it also does include little cinch strap right here, so for you to really cinch that tripod or whatever else you have down there. Now let's kind of set this onto the side right here. And then you do have these 4 spinny wheels which work super well, and the great thing is that if you do ever break them, these are user replaceable, so then you can actually just unscrew these and replace the entire wheel itself, which is great. And you also have one big large grab strap right here, so you can kind of grab it from the top as well as the bottom to place it onto your table or anything like that. Now let's kind of open up the front top main zipper here. And in here right now, there are, if you're looking, there's kind of 2 kind of large stash pockets. You got 2 other stretchy pockets. You have a sleeve for your business card, and you just have this kind of like main area. So right now I just have a clipboard with an HDMI cable just kind of shoved right in there. I'll pull this out. And right here, this is kind of where this huge kind of 6th wall is. So you take this out and you can actually replace this with a laptop. So that's kind of that right there. So I really do like this. But yeah, that's kind of like that main front compartment. I feel like the only other criticism I have would be like, it would have been nice if they had another zippered pocket right here. Maybe not for when you're checking things in, but if you're just kind of using it for day-to-day basis kind of thing, it would be great if you just had a stash pocket so you can throw random things in here, snacks, granola bars, stuff like that. That would have been great if they had an additional pocket here, but it's okay. Anyways, but yeah, let's open up that main compartment. So this is the air case one, the one that you'd kind of check in. And then you do have 4 kind of zipper pockets right here, 2 smaller ones and 2 larger ones. And up top right here, you do have a air tag little pocket, right, a hidden one. So you can shove it right there. I just have some batteries in here, got a tether cable. So right now I do have all of my lighting equipment. Right here I just have a bunch of random accessories, clamps. I have my Pro Photo speed light right here, and I have 1, 2, and 3 kind of the Pro Photo B10 series flashlights. I also have this little adapter with gels. I have my chargers and cables in here. I have some extra batteries right there. It does come with a rain sleeve, which is nice, and I just slotted that right in there. And then I also have room for my Pro Photo transmitter down here. So yeah, this is kind of everything I could fit into the air case. So this is the non-air case. So it has a black little metal tag right there. But yeah, the other difference is just looking into the front right here, you do have a laptop sleeve as opposed to having that 5th wall in there. But pretty much everything else is still the same. You know, here are the backpack straps. You know, nothing too crazy, but just in case you just need some backpack straps on the go in a pinch and you can't roll your backpack around, then that's what that is. But yeah, when we do, pretty much everything is identical. And then when we do open it up, this is identical too. You still have that AirTag little slot up there. But in here, this is kind of where I have my camera kit in here. So let's see, this is my FX3 with a 70-200 f2.8, which fits nicely in there. I have this my 100 or 90mm macro lens. I have a Sony a7S III with a 16mm 1.8. I got a battery charger in there, 20mm. I was able to fit a 24-105 in this slot, and a 14mm 1.8 in that slot, a 25mm, and have a big beefy 135mm f1.8. And over here I do have my the rain sleeve that does come with it. So let's wrap this video up. You're wondering if you should get these cases or not. Well, if you are looking for a roller case, I definitely do like the 4-wheel roller cases as opposed to just a 2-wheel roller case, just because you can it's much easier to kind of roll around, especially on flat, smooth surfaces, and especially when you kind of be cruising through the airport and things like that. Now, there is a small little difference in price, about $50 US between the two of them, but I feel like the air case is going to be the way to go, just because it's got a little bit more versatility. You could definitely stand on it. You can check it in if you really need to, but then also you can just remove that sixth wall and it just becomes a laptop sleeve just like this one. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this little review, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31.